Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day to each and everyone. I am Yusri Ulama Daud from Bachelor of Science in Agriculture Extension Education. Our topic today is all about the origin of political self. We talk about the origin or where political self started. The family has a hierarchical structure which requires each member to perform his or her role. It explains how family members perform their role as their duty to expand and growing their own family. Through the hierarchy of position, status, and power are ascribed. That means hierarchy is one of the important part of consider the ranking position in the family. The family consists of members who differ status, obligations, influences, or power. It means someone who's independent to manipulate, have the capacity to organize. Example that traditionally, the father is the most influential member of the family. As usual, right? They said the head of the family, the authoritative one who has the power to command his family member. And also the father's duty to help his wife to educate their children from earlier age to prepare when they become an adult and having successful life as for them to be an independent child. This shows that authority is necessary in the development of the political self and identify which is stabilized by the father and the mother, and the children must be governed. The first and foremost, the duty of parents is to educate the children about basic values and beliefs. As what I've said earlier, become has the best authoritative to his family. His duty is to educate his or her children to become morally person and having a serve of attitude when they grown up and well disciplined. Equally, the Philippines Constitution recognized the vital role of school in calculating among the youth. And also, school have the responsibility to teach moral, spiritual, and political values that will help the student to become patriotic and morally upright citizen. Theories of political self. And there are four theories of political self. According to the social learning theory, a person can acquire learning through observation and imitation. Four theories of political self. Political socialization. According to the social learning theory, a person can acquire learning through observation and imitation. In imitation, the learner watches the behavior of another person as a model and their first perform as the behavior in a similar way. Observation and imitation are important in a process known as political socialization. Number 2, cognitive theory. Another theory of political self is cognitive theory, which suggests the mental activities. Example, in everyday life, social interaction significantly influence a person's understanding of politics. Another theory of political self is cognitive theory, which suggests that the mental activities. Example, cognitive theory is a process of thinking on how the person thinks and their capacity to think. Like individuals interpret the meaning of politics and their choose and decide the activities they will make, and that's their cognitive way as an individual. Number 3, theory of symbolic interaction. Theory of symbolic interaction suggests that behaviors are product of communication. Meaning and symbols. People give meaning to symbols and they express these meanings through language and communication. Example, Jordan developed their politics attitude according to the symbols and meaning that their parents used to communicate them, like budgeting of the child used to their or what their parents taught and shows them. They will adopt this behavior when they turn into adolescents until their adulthood. The number 4 theories of political participation. This recognizes the importance of political participation in political self. Political participation can be defined as citizen action or activities anchored in politics. The activities concerning the government of governance on how to govern of the state. That's why in order to for governance to work in any group or society, a covenant of mutual trust and respect must exist to perform a political participation, and also politics is a central component of self. And that's all. Thank you.